All right, so this video is going to talk more specifically about customer service. And we're going to go through customer service. There's actually going to be several different elements to this overall process. And this is all going to be part really of the internal marketing. If you remember from the marketing journey or customer journey marketing plan, is we have this sequence of events that a customer goes through where they are first attracted to our business. They then go through a period of time where they are evaluating us along the way. And then they finally decide to make a purchase. And we hope if we do our job right, they return to keep purchasing from us. And so this is the area that we're going to be dealing with, is this patient or customer experience, so that we can have repeat business time and time again. So part of what this is going to be, kind of what we talked about in the marketing thing, is just kind of knowing who your customer is. And knowing that is going to be a big part in how you're going to deliver your customer service. And so customer service really is a part of marketing, because it is going to be the thing that's going to keep them coming back time and time again. You have to decide then, who are you and who is your customer? What level of service are you going to match to you that's going to match what you're providing? And to kind of decide who you are. Let me give you a couple of examples here. These are all businesses that offer an experience, by the way. This isn't a product or a retail item. This is an actual experience. You can have Disney or you can have Six Flags. Which one, which one would you rather? They're both fine. I've been to both. They both deliver a great product, but we know there is a difference between Disney and Six Flags. What about staying at a Holiday Inn versus a Four Seasons? Again, both great places, but there is a difference between those two types of hotels. Cruise lines, you could go on Carnival or Viking. You just know inherently there is a difference between who that customer is and what that customer is expecting. Let's look at another one. Chili's versus Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Ruth Chris Steakhouse, by the way, does have 150 locations. So this is like a systematized business that has a repeat thing. So whether you go to a location in one city versus another, it's going to be pretty much similar in its quality of food, its delivery of service, and that whole thing, versus a Chili's. Again, not saying one is better than the other. They're both great. I've been to both restaurants. I've probably, over the course of my lifetime, spent far much more at Chili's than I have at Ruth Chris Steakhouse. But I know when I go into a Chili's, it's going to be a different experience for me than when I go into like a nice steakhouse like this. Kind of expand upon that food theme. Let's look at this. You could look at 3 different types of Mexican restaurants. You have Taco Bell. Again, great place. I've been there lots of times. On the border, a little bit nicer. Or you could have your local high-end kind of Mexican cuisine restaurant type of place. Here you're going to see that obviously the way the food is delivered, it meets health code standards. It's fine. No one's getting sick off of this. It's a minimally viable product. They bring it out in paper. It's wrapped up like this. I mean, everyone knows you're standing in line, you place your order, on the way you go. On the border, of course, nicer. You're sitting down at a restaurant. Versus at a high-end place, it's a more of a boutique type of product, but also the experience is different. Consider also the staff working at all of these. All great, wonderful people, but let's face it, the bar for service, or at least the bar for service expectation, is different for each one of these. At Taco Bell, you don't have to have that much experience in order to work there. You can be a great, friendly, wonderful person, but let's face it, the skill level here, as far as when it comes to customer service skill, there's not a whole lot that's required from this individual or these individuals. You go to something like On the Border, again, a little bit higher up. And then if you go to something that's really nice, the bar is much higher. So the thing is, you have to decide what you want for your business, knowing that there's a viable market for any one of these. But for each one of these, there's a certain match that you need to have between your product and the people you have working for you and what your customers are going to be expecting. So that's the very first part of this whole customer service module, is going to be on understanding who your customer is and what you need to do to deliver the experience that they are expecting. All right, take care. Thanks.